Warning, this episode may contain content that is not suitable for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why is anime so addictive? And I got like 5 points here. One is Fomo, and they're actually quite sneaky with it because it's continuing a storyline and always leaving a cliffhanger. You want to know what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next. Another one is escapism. That is my driving factor of why I became so addicted and why my stress, my anxiety, my depression became so prominent. It's because of my need, my escapism. Another one is social connection. That was the only place I felt socially connected to anything, because that watching the anime in that moment was my reality, and I was a part of the characters. And my reality, to me, was not real. But anime, their reality, their world, that was real. And also, streaming service is addictive. I don't know. It's like watching anime on streaming service like Netflix. It can be highly addictive because when one episode finishes, Netflix will kind of have this thing where it autoplays to the next one, next episode, which makes it difficult to switch off and walk away. Signs of anime and manga addiction. Now this is where it gets interesting. One of the signs is experiencing an uncontrollable urge to binge watch. It's a binge watch or read manga, and there was an uncontrollable urge. Needing to spend more and more time on anime or manga to find the same level of pleasure. Attempting to control or cut down or stop anime use without struggling. Getting so emotionally attached to the characters and story that you feel irritable, restless, or anxious when you're away from it. Using anime to escape from real life. Basically, consuming your life. Another thing that I fought with was my identity. I try to look at all of these animes. I related to so many different characters. I was looking for my identity, not knowing that God already has this beautiful identity in me, but I now gave Satan access to teach me what my identity is. And whatever he told me, so I already gave access to Satan, an open door for him to enter my life, teaching me all these lies, and I believed each and every one of them. And now he's telling me what my identity is. And the thing that caught me was the over-sexualization of anime.
Do you like her? Do you think she's that cute?
What? That's ridiculous. She's still in elementary school. She's just a little kid.
So what if she's little? That doesn't matter in love.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
She's still another woman!
This twisted relationship is not the only young love to spring up. Naru, who is also aged 14, falls in love with Naphrite, who is 19.
This is disturbing. You can clearly see that he towers over the little girl.
Yikers, that's not something you want your kid exposed to.
They're always perfect lines, no flaws. They have these unrealistic body ideals, and that could lead to low self-esteem and body dissatisfaction. That hit me really hard because I wanted to look like them, but I was already so confused. I was a girl looking like a boy, doing everything a boy is supposed to do. I had these horrific skin condition that even killed my self-esteem even more. And now the more I watch anime, the more it feeds my depression. And I'm like, I'll never be able to match up in society. I'm alone in this. Worthless, useless, all of that. And who is my only comforter? Anime. Now the big question is, how did I get out of it? I couldn't do it on my own. It was impossible. Just like any drug, you need help. There was this convention when I was struggling where the depression really got me so bad that I didn't see worth in life anymore. And there were about 17 of us that participated in this training. Now, this specific training is about guiding people in prayer. So basically, they pray with you, they guide you into prayer, but let God answer the prayers. I appreciated that a lot. At first, Satan has already consumed my life anime. I didn't know that he had such a dark hold on my heart. So much so that I couldn't see God, I couldn't hear him. If someone were to talk to me about God, it won't sink in. I was completely closed off from God. But then there was this conference, and my friends got me into this conference. Everything is going well at first, but then all of a sudden in the prayer, I became so angry, enraged. My whole body was shaking out of nowhere. I was so angry. I cannot describe the level of rage I had. Wow. And I looked up and I told the guy, "Why am I so angry?" And he's like, "No, just continue." And for 2 hours, they tried to get me to say, "I choose Jesus." My eyes were closed. I refused to let Satan go. And Satan knew that he was going to lose me. So He fought for me in that moment. He fought with everything he had to keep me. But what I didn't realize is that 16 people around me was fighting in prayer for me the whole time while I was struggling to let go of Satan in that moment. They fought for me. And after 2 hours of prayer and getting me to say, "I choose Jesus," I looked up, and all of it, in an instant, my rage was gone. Calm as calm can be, just like that. And when I said, "I choose Jesus," that hold that Satan had on my heart broke. And all of a sudden, I could hear God. All of a sudden. And that just started a whole process of healing from me, from all the trauma that I went through. That kicked off through healing. And that is when I let God to help me heal from all the trauma that I went through. Only God could break that, that spiritual snare, that spiritual, I don't know what else to call it. Satan has a spiritual lock on my heart. And there was only God that could break it. And he could only break it because I let him.